former wife, throws the gun away. That happens to be the time when he had put all the drug use and drug addiction behind him for a very short period of time. I think it's a tough legal thread, and I still think this case might end.
Hi guys, welcome back to XCOM 2 Long War, the Chosen Mod Jam. Let's see, it's about, it's about 230 mods, 230.
The ability to pardon Hunter Biden if he's convicted. It might make sense for him to plead guilty, and after the election, Joe Biden can just pardon him, which I really think will happen here, because I don't know that this defense will be anything other than laughable, what they're trying to say. You know, he's a drug addict, other than when he has a gun, and then that's when he's not. I don't see that playing very well with the jury that's looking at this. I think it would just be maybe the only defense they have, but I don't think it'll be pretty effective.
We'll see if things actually get underway on June 3rd. Jonathan Fahey, thank you so much for joining us and giving us a little bit of your time on this Memorial Day. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
While Memorial Day ceremonies are taking place coast to coast as families of the fallen remember their loved ones in different ways, we have the stories of two war heroes who made the ultimate sacrifice. That's next.
Right now, pet dander, skin cells, mold spores, pollen, and dirt are being sucked into your air ducts. Get cleaner air and system efficiency now with Stanley Steamer. Your air ducts aren't clean until they're Stanley Steamer clean.
Everybody wants super straight, super white teeth. They want that Hollywood white smile. Nucentric Clinical White provides 2 shades whiter teeth and 24/7 sensory protection. I think it's a great product. It's going to help a lot of patients.
The Blackfighters.
National. I like you guys. You're in.
Chris. Nice. How many stoplights did you run?
I said 7.
He keeps writing, she's gonna die one way or another.
On your count.
The Blackfighters. Only Peter's June 21st.
My name is Annie, and I have been taking Down to Nature for over 2.5 years. I mean, this one thing I told my son, I said, if anything ever happens to me, the one thing I want is my Down to Nature. I don't care if I don't have anything else, but you make sure you order that for me. Everyone, I told everybody about Down to Nature. I feel like everybody ought to take them.
Get 35% off plus a free fiber and spice supplement by using discount code Fox News.
Introducing Cardio Mobile. With Cardio Mobile, the FDA-cleared smart device, you can take a medical-grade EKG in just 30 seconds from anywhere.
Every morning I check, make sure I'm in good shape. Makes me feel pretty good about my heart condition.
Cardio Mobile is proven to detect atrial fibrillation and is FDA-cleared to detect normal heart rhythm, bradycardia, and tachycardia.
I mean, you might as well be able to have
Get Cardio Mobile today for just $79 at cardia.com or Amazon.
Home. Home. Something to be proud of. Home. Safe. Comfort. Worthy of protection. Damn. Home. I was deployed to Afghanistan. I was on patrol March 26, 2010. During a dismounted patrol, I happened to step in the wrong spot and took a sniper round into the chest. This is the day I was hit. I lost my legs almost immediately. I lost my left hand and both my legs above the knee. My arm was gone, so I closed my eyes, thinking to myself, if I just keep breathing, I will make it home to my wife. I just wanted to serve my country. Every day I'm still adapting to this new life. It was hard having everybody change their lifestyle to take care of me. A typical home doesn't feel like home to me. They have to carry my chair upstairs. The hardest thing in my life is that I have to call and hail for my children to help pick me off the bathroom floor. Where do you go when home isn't home anymore?
There are over 1,000 families that need our help. Hamilton Town is honoring those heroes that risk their lives by providing them with mortgage-free homes.
Yes, I'm on the waiting list to have a home. It's going to be amazing. The smart home technology, it makes my life a whole lot easier. It is 100% accessible. It's built to fit my needs. For me to gain independence again will be just amazing. Being able to just take care of myself as an individual. This home will allow me to be self-sufficient. It'll help me live my life. It gives me back some of my dignity to who I used to be. There is a waiting list to have. This is the waiting list. There are a lot of people on it. There are a lot of guys like me out there. Maybe too many. It gives you back your dignity, your pride, your self-perseverance. Thanks to countless hours, I'm going to have all always screams it back to me.
Personal, safety,
Dignity, family,
independence.
it's the American dream, isn't it? Home.
I'd like to ask you to contribute $11 a month to support their efforts. Please visit ThomasTheTower.com.
On Memorial Day, we pay tribute to those who gave their lives in service of our country. And today, we focus on one World War II hero, an American sailor killed in Pearl Harbor in 1941. Laid to rest at Arlington National Cemetery just 10 days ago, his remains were identified more than 80 years after the attack. Chief National Security Correspondent Jennifer Griffin is live today at the Pentagon with how this all came together. Jennifer T.
Hi, Molly. For decades, hundreds of American sailors who were killed at Pearl Harbor were unidentified and buried in just a few coffins in a cemetery near Honolulu. Since 2015, 356 service members who died on the USS Oklahoma have been individually identified by the POW MIA agency
Shit.
painstaking DNA analysis. For the family of one of those sailors, finally some closure, 80 years later, and a burial with full honors and a 21-gun salute at Arlington National Cemetery earlier this month.
Missed it, 91.
Hernowitz of Three Rivers, Massachusetts, was just 20 years old on December 7th, 1941, when the ship he was stationed on in Pearl Harbor, the USS Oklahoma, was bombed by Japanese warplanes.
What I feel is an incredible sense of relief. He's home. We brought him home.
For years, Frank's family clung to the letter written by his older brother after the attack, telling him to be in touch and informing him he had become an uncle. Frank's niece, Joey, was inspired by the stories of her uncle and his service and joined the U.S. Navy.
The importance of him being here is that he will not be forgotten. Anybody can see where he is. And he's with his shipmates. And that gives me goosebumps. He's with the people who meant the most to him while he served.
Her sister Frances was named for her uncle and attended the ceremony at Arlington National Cemetery.
This is 82 years later, and the government and everyone's still paying honor to those who fought and realizing that they really did give up a life.
The Defense POW MIA Accounting Agency has been working to identify the remains of those lost on the USS Oklahoma, one of 7 U.S. Navy ships that sank during the attack. 61
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
caskets and 45 graves
Again with the misclick.
disinterred from the cemetery in Honolulu. A single casket contained the partial remains of 100 American sailors.
We identified 362 of the missing service members from the Oklahoma, which is 92%. So we were able to provide answers to so many family members, and that's really rewarding and can be a little bit emotional to be able to see kind of this part of the project where men are being returned home or to other national cemeteries for burial.
For Frank Hernowitz' family, a burial at Arlington National Cemetery, the nation's most sacred burial ground, comes more than 82 years after their beloved uncle was lost in the Pearl Harbor attack. Molly.
That was a beautiful story, Jennifer Griffin, and incredible to hear the emotion they had 80 years later, finally having those answers. What important work. Thank you for bringing that story to us on this Memorial Day, Jennifer Griffin. Griff?
Molly, our next guest, is a Gold Star sister. Her brother, Travis Bainey, was killed in Iraq while protecting his fellow Marines during an ambush in 2007. She's now CEO of a foundation in his name that honors our war heroes by mobilizing volunteers to place tokens at tombs of the fallen on Memorial Day. Ryan Manion joins us now. Ryan, thank you for taking time. You began some years ago the Honor Project that does, just as we mentioned, placing tokens at tombstones in places like Arlington National Cemetery in Section 60 where Travis is buried. Explain what you're doing and what's happening this weekend and today.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Grim. You know, the Honor Project was started during COVID by Emily Dominich. She visited Arlington. She had a family pass and visited there and started tweeting, and dozens of families were asking her to visit their loved ones' graves. She turned the project over to us. We coined it the Honor Project, and this weekend alone, we visited volunteers over 10,000 grave sites of our fallen heroes across the country at 46 participating ceremony or cemeteries. And for families like myself, it means so much to know that our loved ones' graves are being visited on Memorial Day. And even more importantly, how amazing it is that we can take our next generation out and teach them about the real meaning of Memorial Day.
In your story, Travis Manion and his best friend Brendan Looney were both killed, now buried side by side in Arlington. President Obama once calling them brothers forever. Explain to our audience why their story is so special, particularly today, and as you try and teach youngsters to come.
Travis and Brendan were roommates at the Naval Academy. Travis went into the Marine Corps. Brendan became a Navy SEAL. Travis was killed in 2007, and Brendan was so much there for us as a family after his loss. Unfortunately, he lost his life 3 years later in 2010. As you said, they are buried side by side at Arlington National Cemetery, and I think their story represents this generation of men and women who have gone on to serve and sacrifice. It represents the brotherhood and sisterhood that is a part of the DNA of our service members, and I think their names represent this generation, and
Nothing here.
It's about teaching our next generation what these brave men and women stood for.
Inscribed on Travis's gravestone, if not me, then who is his motto? I know you've talked a lot about that.
Misclick again, you fucking asshole.
We have, Ryan, what is your message to Americans across the country today on Memorial Day?
My message is take those 5 words and apply them to your life. My brother spoke those words before he left for his second and final deployment to Iraq, and I can only imagine a world where each of us took those 5 words and adopted them. And I think today on Memorial Day, there's no better day for us to live by that example.
Ryan, the nation owes a great debt of gratitude to you, your family, and to the Loonies and all those who have died in the service to our nation in the name of freedom. Ryan, thank you very much.
Thanks so much, Greg.
Molly?
6 people stabbed in 2 different attacks. These were 25 miles apart, one at a fast food restaurant, another at a movie theater. Why police suspect that one person is to blame?
I brought in a True Max protein with 30 grams of protein. Those who tried me felt more energy in just 2 weeks. Here, I'll take that.
Max protein, 30 grams protein, 1 gram sugar, 25 vitamins and minerals, and a new fiber blend with 3 ions.
Steel tools are as tough and dependable as the people who use them. This Father's Day, give them a gift.
Switching over here.
Right now, save $20 on the MS-162 gas-powered chainsaw. Real steel.
I struggled with generalized myasthenia gravis, but the picture started changing when I started on VivGuard.
VivGuard is for adults with generalized myasthenia gravis or anti-AChR antibody positive. In a clinical trial, VivGuard significantly improved most participants' ability to do daily activities when added to their current GMG treatment. Most participants taking VivGuard also had less muscle weakness.
And your VivGuard treatment schedule is designed just for you.
In a clinical study, the most common side effects included urinary and respiratory tract infections and headache. VivGuard may increase the risk of infection. Tell your doctor if you have a history of infections or symptoms of an infection. VivGuard can cause allergic reactions. Available as VivGuard for IV infusion and also as VivGuard Hytrulo for subcutaneous injection. Additional side effects with VivGuard Hytrulo may include injection site reactions. Talk to your neurologist about VivGuard.
20 seconds a week to lose 20% of your weight in a year with diet and exercise. That's the power of GLP-1s through Ro. Connect with the provider today at ro.co/20.
Awkward question. Is there going to be anything that doesn't? Oh, absolutely.
Hi, kids are looking right. You know who knows what she wants? Me!
With Empower, we get all of our financial questions answered.
So you don't have to worry.
What's next?
It's Laura at her best.
Here are some of my angles defending America, our borders, and our freedoms.
Let freedom reign. Tonight on the April Angle.
Absolutely. The first time.
Get out of here. Let's come up with his execute. Firebrand is returning to base.
That our peacekeepers will stop at nothing but the further attacks by criminal elements such as the one that occurred today. The elders have total faith in our ability to overcome any and all threats to our
I told the troops to expect the best, and that's what you've shown, Commander. Well done.
You are looking at new video of the suspect in the stabbing of 4 girls at a movie theater in Massachusetts as he's being taken away in a gurney. 26-year-old Jared Revisa allegedly stabbed 2 more victims at a McDonald's that was nearly an hour away, and police reporting a possible connection to a body found across state lines. Warren Green has warned our newsroom on this, a rather wild story. Lauren, to you.
Quite a wild story, Molly. Police aren't saying much about a motive, but 26-year-old Jared Revita is now in custody, charged with the stabbings that began Saturday evening at the Multiplex Theater in Braintree. He stabbed 4 young girls, ages 9 to 17. They were the only ones in the theater showing the movie If. Revita allegedly came into the road directly behind them, stabbing them all, including one in the back, one in the chest, one in the arm. He reportedly left during the attack and afterwards just ran out. The girls were treated at a local hospital, no life-threatening injuries. Mother of 3 of the girls says AMC employees did nothing to help and seemed skeptical of the stabbing. She says her daughter called 911.
I called in and called and took me inside. The movie theater was still open and people were like buying tickets, and it was just as if, I don't know, it was crazy to me that was what was still going on.
Now, AMC has responded with a statement saying the welfare of their guests is a top priority and that the theater team jumped into action, immediately calling emergency services. Now, after the theater stabbing, Revisa reportedly jumped into a black Porsche SUV and not long after allegedly stabbed 2 employees at a McDonald's at the rest stop on Route 3 in Plymouth, Massachusetts. Troopers tracked him down. Revisa then crashed the vehicle and was taken into custody. Now, Revisa is also being investigated for his possible connection to a death in Connecticut earlier on Saturday, and he is scheduled to be arraigned tomorrow in Massachusetts for the stabbings.
How terrifying for those young girls. Thank goodness they are all right and got medical attention quickly. Lauren Green, thank you. Brett.
Well, severe storms are threatening millions of them all day. We'll tell you if you're in the path. That's next.
Nice to meet you. My name is David. I've been a pharmacist for 44 years. When I have customers come in and ask for something for memory, I recommend Prevagen. Number 1, because it's safe and effective, does not require a prescription, and I've been taking it quite a while myself, and I know it works, and I love it when the customers come back in and tell me, David, that really worked so good for me. Makes my day.
Prevagen at stores everywhere without a prescription.
Avenger plotting new course.
Still trying to find a cheaper price for that hotel.
I'm so close.
Just use Trivago. Trivago compares hotel prices from hundreds of sites instantly.
Oh, we could save $50 a night.
Hotel Trivago.
O'Reilly filter, it's well designed, efficient. I appreciate that. The filters technology keeps debris out of your gutters for good. Guaranteed. What more could you ask for?
Call 833-LEAF-FILTER today or visit leaffilter.com. Here we even flag supplies. We use the entire
less intimidating variant of the sexual that took part in the illegal invasion. During the time since, this new being, a product of pure genetic manipulation, is now a familiar face to our forces operating in the field.
Are sourced in America, and they are made by. So we're very committed from beginning to end.
Shop them at showallegiance.com.
My daughter is Mila. She is 19 months old. She is a little ray of sunshine. One of the happiest babies you'll probably ever meet. Children with Down syndrome typically have a higher risk for developing acute leukemia or just leukemia in general. Here we are.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital works day after day to find cures and save the lives of children with cancer and other life-threatening diseases.
She was referred to St. Jude at 11 months. They knew what to do as soon as they got her diagnosis. They already had her treatment plan drawn out, and they're like, this is what we're going to do, this is how long it's going to take, this is how long in between. This place is like a family to us now. Like, I can't say enough how grateful we are to be here. Medical bills are always a big thing to everybody because everybody knows that anything medical is going to be expensive. We have received no bills since being at St. Jude. We have paid for nothing.
Thanks to generous donors like you, families never receive a bill from St. Jude for treatment, travel, housing, or food.
Let's save this.
Focus on helping their child.
And we'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace.
$19 a month.
Short one today.
Continue the life-saving research and treatment these kids need. Join with your debit or credit card right now, and we'll send you this St. Jude t-shirt that you can proudly wear to show your support.
Anybody and everybody.